Yes. It's going well. It's very, very well organised. What they do.
Well, there you go.
Bum, ba, bum, bum,
You know what
bum,
we'll
bum,
be
bum,
talking
bum, ba,
about,
bum,
don't you?
bum, 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 bum. James Boris.
Helps if I put
They
my
can't hear
ears
me.
in.
They can't hear me, can they?
No, they can hear you. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Yeah, it was
You
me.
couldn't hear me.
Yeah,
You couldn't hear.
I forgot to put my headphones in.
You just cannot get staff, can you? You
I've
just
been
can't
busy.
get them.
I've been
You try.
busy. I've been busy. So yeah. So Boris Johnson is back in the frame apparently.
He's on the way, isn't he? Well, he's trying to be.
Yeah. Him and Nigel, allegedly, you know.
Allegedly. Do you think Nigel would actually go for it?
He might. He's never really been in office in the UK, has he? Did he ever become an MP? No, he was a Euro MP, but he's never in the UK, was he?
Shalini wants to know where the intro is. So, John.
Yeah.
A pic-
Yes, there you go. Welcome to episode 275 of this debacle that we call Chasing Dissent Live.
I have aged terribly. Terribly. Yeah.
Look at me, I'm fat, old, and ugly.
So what changed?
I was quite fat, I suppose, but I lost weight during last summer.
He did. He did lose weight during last summer.
I didn't lose it
and then
this
he
summer.
found cake. And he found cake.
I'll lose it again. I didn't even shave.
Like,
I've been that busy today. I haven't even shaved.
I'm going to say something quite controversial here, John.
Ben.
I blame your wife.
For cake?
Bringing you cake every time she brings you coffee.
She doesn't bring it every time. It's very rarely, actually, that she brings cake.
Well, any time that she brings you cake, just show her a picture of my face with the word naughty, naughty underneath. Naughty, naughty.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Jaipa has been nibbling cake. I mean, it is Christmas. People keep buying me chocolate as well.
It is Christmas, and, you know, Christmas, we've got to have some treats.
Oh, my God. Not on that foul stuff. So, yeah. So, what do you think? What do you think the chances are? I mean, I know that they're getting together and they're talking about trying to get rid of Rishi. Because Rishi's not going to win. I mean, we've said this from day one.
Of course he's not.
Rishi.
Of course he...
I mean, just there's just no chance.
Just listen here, John. I'm the safe pair of hands to lead us into this next election.
Was that
Rishi, why do you sound like such a twat?
Was that? I thought that was Liz Truss you were doing.
Oh, I'm doing this, John. This is how I speak to you.
Oh,
Hi there, John. It's me. Liz.
What the hell is going on with your audio? Because your compressor's not kicking in or anything. You're blowing.
I can bring my main mix down. Is that better, John? Is that better?
Yeah, I think so. But you were blowing you're blowing right into the red.
Oh man, that's not good, John. Did you know that a lettuce outlasted me, John? A lettuce.
Yeah, you are. I don't know if you are really loud, but you're showing really loud on the VUs. Anyway, so yes, I'm not. I mean, I've said it all along. I think the only chance that the Conservative Party have got is to bring back Boris. Not because
you know what?
Not because
it pains me to say it.
Not because we want Boris, but because he's the one that people love.
Yeah, he's the lovable psychotic clown, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's just like Pennywise. He's just like Pennywise. brings you in. Oh, look at my red balloon. Come on, come and get my red balloon. I'm gonna kill ya.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
I think
And if you believe that Boris Johnson is a bit of an asshole, just like we do, then don't forget to hit the like button.
yeah, just because we think he might come back doesn't mean that we endorse him coming back. Perish the thought.
No, we don't endorse him coming back, and we could be wrong. We could be wrong. We're not right about everything. We're right about a lot of things, but we're not right about everything, and we never will be. But honestly speaking, the rumor mill is saying Boris Johnson and Nigel Farage on a ticket. Boris Johnson and Nigel Farage on a ticket together.
Well, I think they'd win. They did that.
I also think they would probably win. Well, if they don't win, they'll do very well. They do very well.
They do. Yeah, there'd be a serious opposition. It wouldn't be like a whitewash for Labour if they did that. But as other than that, there's no one else can carry it. Penny can't carry it. Suella can't carry it. Suella's probably a favourite amongst the hardline Tories, but
of course she is. Yeah, of course she is.
Or even Penny, but they can't carry it. They just can't. They don't have the public support.
Mm.
So
no, and the thing is, what we're going to see is the party making decisions. And you say they don't have the public support. I agree with you. They don't have the public support. But the party don't know what the public want. The party don't know what they're completely out of touch with the public. And that's not just the Conservative Party. That is the Labour Party, the Liberal Democrats, the Greens. They are completely out of touch with reality. They don't understand real people. They don't understand how people want to live their lives from day to day and what they want and what they need to just get on. And just until 2 minutes ago, I made a boo-boo at the beginning of the show as well, John. I forgot to send it to Twitch. It's going now.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, what I also shall say, someone who has no knowledge of what the people want and doesn't have the confidence of the people, I would say generally, is this chap. So apparently he doesn't appear to have the confidence of his party either now. SNP MPs deeply unhappy with Hamza Yousaf as crisis showdown looms. So apparently they're getting together in the back offices to talk about who should replace him now. The SNP's in the same boat as the Tories. They're losing votes left, right, and centre, and there's no way they're going to get in with anything. Well, they've never had a majority vote. They've always been a minority government, but the Scottish system now pretty much demands that. They followed the stupid proportional representation rules. Yeah.
Well, not Norwegian.
Dutch. Yeah.
The Dutch. Do you remember the third Austin Powers film where Michael Caine played his father?
Yes.
And what he really hated the most was the Dutch.
Yes.
The Dutch.
The Dutch, mate. The Dutch.
I'm saying nothing because our friend and colleague Ed the Techie is part Dutch.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry, Ed.
So the SNP government is likely to be charged over Westminster's. Now, why is every slide a different size when I've already resized them? I don't understand that.
Because technology is on retard. You cannot rely on technology. This is why we need a frigging producer. We need a producer, and we need to sit back and be able to just perform.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, no, it's quite distracting, isn't it? So yeah, so since Hamza's a serial loser in more ways than one, I think it's only fair that the person that loses the case pays the costs, especially when they brought it.
Well, exactly. They bought it. It was frivolous because, well, I will give Westminster their credit where credit's due. This was the first time they did this to Scotland, wasn't it, under this article?
Yeah.
This was the first time they had invoked it, but I believe they were right to do so. And people can say you're an ist, you're a phobe. I don't really care. What I care about is reality, people. That's what I care about. And this bill that the Scottish government was going to deny reality and potentially harm women and women's rights. And to look at it any other way is to be denying reality and to lie.
Yeah.
Okay. Trans women are trans women.
Yeah.
Okay. Women
Yeah.
are women. Trans women are trans women.
Yeah.
If you'd like to set up, you know,
However, actually, as an aside, if you can't find it in you as a teacher to call a boy a girl, you're in jail indefinitely in Ireland. Guy's in jail indefinitely because he can't find it in him to call a boy a girl. That's a sad indictment of the society we live in right now.
that is George Orwell's 1984. It really is George Orwell's 1984. You know, ignore the evidence of your eyes. War is slavery.
Yeah.
Or war is peace. Sorry, slavery is freedom.
Yep.
The party told you to ignore what you saw, and this is ridiculous, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna get so much shit for this. I don't care. I don't care. Compelled speech is wrong.
Yeah.
So if you want people to see you, you're a boy, you want people to see you as a girl, okay? And you want to express yourself as a girl. You go right ahead, you express yourself in that way. But if someone else says, I don't think of you that way, I think of you as your biological, then that's that. Just don't, if you don't like it, you can't handle it, don't converse with that person. On social media, block that person. You shouldn't be able to use the power of the state with its foot soldier enforcers, also known as the police, to enforce somebody to affirm your I'm not going to use the terms I want to use.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we should move on before we end up digging big holes for ourselves here. Well,
it's not freedom, is it? It's not freedom.
It's not right. It's not right. It's just not right. And the whole thing, it's like people need a good shake, but you can't, I don't even know if you're allowed to say that these days.
Well, like I said, if people want to express themselves, they want to be a rainbow unicorn, which is a term I use all the time. You want to be a rainbow unicorn, go right ahead. You be the best damn rainbow unicorn you can be. Express yourself. Have a brilliant time.
Before
marching around and galloping, you do you.
Before Shalini has a complete meltdown, it's my advent calendar that my daughter gave me. That's what the big bear, the big golden bear, is a lint advent calendar.
Ah, they're quite expensive though.
I believe so.
Yeah, they are. They're quite expensive.
But my daughter loves me. Anyway.
Well, I can tell. She got you an expensive friggin' advent calendar and Chaz.
Yeah. And so it just keeps coming. It's a gift that keeps on giving, the SNP. So now the police are examining the £95,000 Jaguar that's sitting in Peter's driveway that he bought.
I've already told them.
I've
already told them, because they've already seized one vehicle from Nicola and Peter's family, the motorhome.
Yeah.
Check the walls.
Yeah, indeed.
Check the walls.
And it still keeps coming. So, do you remember when they nationalised ScotRail? I said, well, there's another service that's going to go down the toilet. There you go. 1 in 6 trains late and record payouts. Services are the worst since nationalisation. Welcome aboard, Scott Fail. At one point,
fantastic job, Mr. Yusuf. Fantastic job.
Yeah, doing
We here at
great.
Chasing Dissent are right behind you, sir. You're doing absolutely wonderful. Now, speaking of absolutely wonderful, did you all catch my video from last night talking about the Christmas dinner from around the world?
I did, yes.
I know you did. But I did have some interaction because it was a premiere, and I can now confirm that I will be shooting probably tomorrow or through tomorrow and the next day the 12 courses of Polish Christmas as their own video.
Yeah, I think it has to be done. I mean, I was curious myself as to what else the Poles eat on Christmas. I mean, well, having said that, if they're 12 courses, they probably eat everything.
Everything, yeah. Even the whale blubber. Even the whale blubber.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're on course 3. Bring the KFC. Bring it in. Come on, bring in the KFC.
Oh dear. Right. Fire at Bristol Airport. Remember Bristol Airport? It was in the news recently with the multi-denominational praying room. Well, now now not to be outdone by Luton, they've had a fire at their car park. So they had a fire at their open air car park.
Their open air car park. Did it spread?
It spread to about 4 or 5 other cars. I think there was about 6 cars damaged or something.
Not terrible then. Not as bad as Luton.
Not as bad as Luton, but Luton's was in a confined space.
That's true.
Oh,
that's true.
We don't get to do that often these days.
No, you don't. I thought I'd give you the chance to do it. So, Bristol Airport now has a multi-faith praying area and a barbecue pit?
Well, probably a bit of damaged tarmac, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, actually, this is, I don't know, it's quite sad, I suppose, because the guy was only 50. So the assistant chief constable that kind of took to do with the Nicola Bulley case died suddenly on Sunday in his home from a medical event. That's a strange description. I mean,
it is a strange description, and obviously something we will not speculate.
No, absolutely not. But
absolutely not.
All we would say is that it's a rather young death. It's unusual for a man of 50 to die when he's serving as a police officer, without any other circumstances around it.
Well, we don't know what the circumstances were, to be fair. For all we know, he had a long-term medical underlying condition and something just got him.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, until more information comes out, I'm not comfortable speculating. It could be one of many things, what many people are already jumping to the conclusion of course, on social media. You all know what that is.
Yeah,
know what it is.
Yeah, they always do.
But at the end of the day, we just don't know.
Right. So speaking of jumping to conclusions, I still don't know what the entire case is, right? But this tweet today about the Doncaster incident in which a young woman alleged that she was kept in a shop and raped by 3 men who were arrested.
They were.
Who were arrested and have now been bailed, I believe, while investigation continues. Mm-hmm. Now, initially it had come out that the woman was so badly injured that she was beaten to the point where she had to be resuscitated and taken to hospital.
I just don't know. I'm not comfortable reporting the story as is being described on social media. And the reason I say that is because the police themselves are putting doubt. They're putting doubt in it. They're saying that people turned up because a large bunch of people, as you say, turned up outside of this Premier shop.
Yeah.
And started protesting. And the police started tweeting out saying that people have turned up because of misinformation relating to an incident.
Yeah. Well,
and then did not elaborate.
That's the problem. See, the problem is if the police say it's misinformation, but then don't tell you what the problem is, what the alleged offence is.
Exactly.
Well, what you meant to do? I mean,
exactly.
You're not helping anyone, Mr. Policeman. You're not.
No, I mean, remember earlier this year, there was the young woman, I forget what her name was, that made an allegation against a bunch of Muslim and a British white man. But what she'd really done is she'd gone to the supermarket, bought herself a hammer and smashed herself up.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually got imprisoned, didn't she?
Yeah, I mean there are. I don't think it's fair to draw comparisons between that kind of thing and what may have happened here because
no, I'm not. I'm not drawing a comparison. What I'm saying is that when she came out with her story, there was outrage, there was uproar, people jumped to protest, and Tommy himself got involved, and it turned out to be fake.
Yeah.
So this is why I believe that we should definitely wait until more information comes out, and before people say, oh yeah, well, official sources, blah blah blah, are crap. What else do we have at this point? Because just the Chinese whispers, and I'm sorry if that's politically incorrect, but the Chinese whispers of people on the street is not good enough information to go on for me. It really isn't.
Is it not the Southeast Asian Telegraph? Anyway,
I mean, the Southeast Asian Telegraph is certainly a thing to be talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. Speaking about jumping to conclusions, here's someone he's actually laid down the law quite well here, I think, Mr. Cameron. I don't see that very often, but he's written to Angus Robertson, member of the Scottish Parliament, to tell them to stop butting into reserved matters and to make sure that they have a Foreign Office representation whenever they meet someone abroad. And if they don't, he'll stop Scotland being represented in UK government offices abroad, because it's a UK reserved matter. It's not for Scotland to go out and have embassies abroad.
No, it's not. And Hamza Yusuf should not have gone to COP. Yusuf should not have gone to New York for the UN. He should not have gone there. It's not his remit. It's not his place. And yet there he is, getting on a plane at your expense, John. At your expense.
Yeah. Well, everyone's expense. Because he's using everybody's money. It's not just Scottish money.
But there he is, getting on a plane, flying out to these things where he has no remit, he has no power, he has no ability to do anything in any official capacity, and yet on the plane he gets and he flies out there. What a waste. And I would say what a misuse of public money. I would say it's even fraud, because he knows he has no remit to go and do these things, and yet he's going and representing himself as if he does, and he's using public money to do that. Is that not fraud?
Yeah, I think so. Well, it's either fraud or malfeasance or misfeasance in a public office.
It's a bit of both.
Yeah.
I say it's a bit of both, because he's representing himself using public money as something he knows he's not and he knows he cannot do. I'd say that's fraud.
Yeah, I think you could be right. Now, I'd like to give you a kind of public health announcement. Without me giving you health advice, what I'd like to point out is that it's come to my attention that one of the newspapers said that there's a possibility of cats transferring a severe brain disease to people. And people are obviously treating this with derision and thinking this is nonsense. This isn't nonsense. This has been known about for decades, if not longer. Cats carry a parasite called toxoplasmosis, and it can infect humans. And what it does do is, and in fact, I've accused Ben and his wife of being infected by this, because what it does do is it makes you actually like your cats more than you should.
Oh, don't worry, it's not affecting me. I think they're assholes.
Yeah. So the thing is, and you're supposed to keep pregnant women away from cats because it's very bad for an unborn child.
Well, you tell that to my wife. She wouldn't get away from them when she was pregnant.
No,
I kept trying.
You're supposed to. And she certainly shouldn't have been anywhere near their fecal matter.
No.
I.e., she shouldn't be clearing out litter trays and things.
Whenever she did do that, I made her wear gloves because she said I didn't do a good enough job. And didn't Stephen Crowder and his wife have that argument that was very public over the cats? I believe it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was over the cats. But
yeah. So it's not nonsense, people. And I don't know why the Daily Mail decided to bring it out at this point in time, but it has been around and it's a well-known thing. It's not new. It's not something that's made up. And people discovered this many decades ago.
Yeah, but John.
Yes, Ben.
All you have to do is look at our thumbnail to know that that's not the real worry with cats tonight.
We're coming to that, yeah.
We'll get there. We will get there. We will get. Don't you worry about that, people. I'm just giving you a little tantalizing tease right now. And if you want a bit more of a tantalizing tease, you can sponsor my balls. That's right, boys and girls. It's back. The third annual sponsor, Ben's Balls, is now live. To get a ball, you can donate £10 or more at paypal.me/WillyBriggs. It's in the chat right now. Get your name and a short message on one of my balls. On the tree, you filthy bastards. The tree.
Who said that? Shalini said cats are evil. I concur. Anyway, and remember, you can also sponsor us and maintain our ability to continue to provide these fine shows at kofi.com/Chasing Dissent, patreon.com/Chasing Dissent, or if you really must, you can actually pay us on YouTube by becoming a member, by joining, or even dropping a super chat.
Yes, you could, and we would really, really appreciate the support. But if you can't, we completely understand, and we will continue to push on, giving you fun-filled entertainment.
Indeed, we shall.
As fun as possible, anyway, when the news allows.
So, yeah, it's this is fun. So, America seems to have lost the plot because
what do you mean seems to have?
Yeah, but it doesn't normally get caught bribing agents from Spain's intelligence service to try and get them to turn onto being double agents in effect. This is meant to be their NATO ally. This is Spain. Ally.
But have you ever been to the United States and tried one of their paellas?
No. Why would I go to the United States and try paella? That's madness.
The United States, they're just thinking, we can't get this right. We need to get ourselves some double agents to get ourselves a decent fucking paella recipe. Because
I think that's the case.
But what else has Spain got? Come on, it's not exactly exciting, is it?
It's got many fine architecture and lovely weather.
What's that got to do with the intelligence services?
Nothing.
I'm telling you, it's paella.
What's paella got to do with the intelligence services? You're a madman.
A damn sight more than anything else in Spain.
Well, speaking about spies, what about this one? So, the New York Times journalist who called all Trump supporters enemies of the state turns out to be an enemy of the state. She's working for the Chinese Communist Party through the Beijing Review.
Listen.
Yes?
You can pretty much guarantee that any journalist that uncritically backs the current Democrat regime will somehow, in some way, by, a few degrees of separation perhaps, but be linked to the Chinese bloody Communist Party. Have you seen the way they type? Have you seen the way they all go into lockstep and start ranting like they're robots? Trump bad, Orange Man bad, MAGA bad, MAGA bad. It's quite terrifying, really, isn't it? It's quite terrifying to see how they do it.
But
still, this is no shock or surprise to me that this New York Times journalist turned out to be a Chinese Communist Party plant, because I think there are more. I think there are probably more. I think, no, I'm not going to say what I think.
So
I'm not going to leave that for another show.
Apparently, the hospital crisis, and remember, in fact, I don't think I've seen the headline yet this year, which is the first year ever that the hospitals have not put out a headline saying NHS 12 days from failure or something like that. But apparently, as part of the hospital crisis, they're intending to start treating heart patients in their own homes.
I want to know what this hospital crisis is.
I don't know.
Because let's face it, over the past few years, the NHS actually reduced bed capacity.
It's done it every year. Every year since 1953, I think they've reduced bed capacity.
So what on earth is this a crisis of their own making? Probably. Is there anything we can do about it? Yes, fire the vast majority of the middle managers. Let's start with that. And then redirect that funding towards the front line and towards frontline staff and bed blocking. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Put me in charge of the NHS. I will dispassionately make it work for everybody. I would. Within a week.
I mean, if you were harsh, you could do it, no bother. You could do it, no bother.
But you've got to be harsh. You've got to be harsh. At the end of the day, it is a front. Well, it's supposed to be the first defense, the frontline health service of the nation. And they hold it up as this golden goose. But what it actually seems to be is a place where no talent middle managers can, I don't know, launder money? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Because I've told you before. I've told you before, and this is a damn true story. I have a friend who works in admin for the NHS, and if she needs to do anything, she has to go to her manager, who has to go to their manager. Then they have to go to their manager, and then their manager will make a decision. That's 4 levels of man. Cut out 3 levels of that management. But slice them out.
Is the NHS not really just a prescription service for the big pharma?
Who knows? What I do know is they're funded to the tune of over £1 billion every 3 days. £1 billion every 3 days.
2 billion
Let's get rid of the unnecessary staffing, and there's so much of it. And I'm not talking about doctors. I'm not talking about nurses. I'm not talking about porters and people on the front line. I'm talking about all of the people sitting in those admin offices all over the country, the diversity and inclusion managers on over £100,000, the hospital curators. Get rid of them.
What about the guy that organises the piano concertos?
Yeah, that's the curator. The curator. Get rid of them.
And the art.
Yeah, get rid of them. No need. Not necessary. It's not an art gallery. It's not a concert hall. It's a place you go to get medical treatment, and the funding should be put towards that.
Yeah, I mean, what's the problem with letting the kids bring in pictures and stick them on the walls?
Exactly. That's what they used to do.
Yeah.
Bring in the kids, put the picture on the wall. And not only that, if you're gonna provide some form of entertainment, all you need is a little outdoor space with little bloody kids playground. Right? You don't need to pay somebody to keep doing it. Little kids playground, outdoor space, done. Done.
Okay, moving on. It would appear that Marine and Jean-Marie Le Pen are going to stand trial over alleged misuse of EU funds when she was the secretary of the Remplissement Party, or whatever it was.
Of course.
Yeah, because that would stop her running for president, would it?
That would, and they know that if she runs again, she's probably going to win.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost a dead cert at this point. She was very close on the last one.
Yeah.
But they've had enough of Macron and his bullshit. They really have had enough. And she is the only viable alternative. So they're doing what politicians who don't want to lose do best. They're cheating. Did I say the C word?
No, they do it all the time. Did
I say the C word?
So, the next one. I don't think it's a faked picture, okay? I really don't. I think it's genuine. But it seems to be trans corn. It can't quite make up its mind what way it's going to divide its kernels into. Now, that's quite interesting. And actually, that tells me that something's going on in the DNA of that corn, right? Which means almost all farmer seeds are produced by whom at this moment in time?
I have no idea. Probably Mr.
Monsanto.
Oh, Monsanto.
Monsanto. They genetically engineer almost all the seed and make it so that you can't, like, for instance, keep some of the corn back and plant it because it won't work. You've got to buy fresh seed every year from Monsanto.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
There's something wrong with that bit of corn.
Well, I'm not qualified to say whether or not it is wrong, but it is quite pretty. I'm not going to lie. Quite a pretty bit of corn. Yeah. Quite like it. I do. I quite like it.
Now, I think what we have here is an analogy of how Gen Z thinks, okay? Because their parents have done everything for them up till this point in time. And this is what happens to birds. They need a bit of training. They think the food is going to put itself straight into their mouth. Did you see that?
I did.
I think that's quite a good analogy for Gen Z.
You know what? I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement. Helicopter parenting has done this. And it's created your Antifas, your BLMs, all of them people
Mhm.
marching up and down the street because basically they don't have the cognitive capacity or the emotional capacity to, I guess, understand no. Really,
Yeah,
is what it is.
or look after themselves.
Yeah, but I think it's also very much understanding what no means because, unfortunately, thanks to governments in the West, especially, both the parents have to work a job to have a steady household. If there are two parents in the household to begin with, which is
Yeah.
getting rarer and rarer, and unfortunately, they don't have time for the children, so they end up saying yes to everything, and then the kids don't get a healthy don't get a healthy dose of reality, and so they go to places in the real world, they go to institutions in the real world, they get told no, and they have a tantrum.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or they go to a workplace and have a complete meltdown. Speaking of a meltdown, so the MSN and people just seem to have a meltdown over not wearing shoelaces.
Yeah. And then we'll have to talk about the other thing they've been having a meltdown in a second as well. But yeah.
Right. But so they've been having a meltdown over these two, this boy and this girl, I believe they're a boy and a girl, not having shoelaces in what appears to be doctored Converse.
Oh yeah, very much so. Very much doctored. These shoes do not come with shoelaces, John.
I know they don't. And it's like GB News, or should I say GB Not News, because you very rarely put any news out. You started all this pish by banging on about this and wondering why they can't tie shoelaces or whether they're going to, like, with their shoelaces or whatever. And the thing is, do a little bit of research.
Just a little bit.
Teeny bit of research. Took me 2 minutes.
Yeah, but this is GB News, and they're an entertainment. And they'll say it themselves. They're not a news channel. They're an opinion and entertainment channel.
But that's what we are.
You have to take them as that. But you have to take them as that.
But you can still be right when you give information out. That's not entertainment. That's just bleating on about something that actually is a complete misnomer.
Yeah, because like you said, that they're doctored either in the real world or in the edit to remove the Converse logo. That's all that's happened here.
Yeah.
Because there's a giant Converse logo on the tongue of these shoes. Yeah. And I guarantee you they're not wearing Chinese knockoffs.
Oh, no.
They're the real. They're wearing the real deal.
They'll be the real deal. They're the
real deal.
Converse might even have made them specially for them. Anyway.
Yeah, imagine that, though. Converse. Hello there, Converse. It's William here. You know, Willie. Mr. Peg. Mr. Peg calling. I would like to get some Converse. You know, those ones that look like they need laces, but don't. I'd like to get those for the children, please. Oh, yes, the royal children are going to wear your brand, but send them to us without the logo on, please. Yes, the people won't know that it's your brand. Oh, sorry about that, chaps.
Yeah, but how many times have we said Converse in this piece? If you think about it. And we're not sponsored by Converse, but we're open to it.
I'm open to anything right now. I'm open. Come on. I'm selling my balls, people. I'm selling my balls.
So Piers Morgan's not been very well.
Oh, no.
What?
No. I did tell you we were going to go into the next thing that the mainstream media have been having a meltdown about, because I don't think it's on your list.
All right, okay.
Unless it's including Piers Morgan's meltdown about Mr. Jones.
About whom? No.
So the last couple of days.
Is this Piers Morgan that you're talking about?
It's everyone. It's the whole media.
All right, okay.
Alex Jones has been reinstated on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, okay. And
yes, when you say it's been the biggest news over the past couple of days on the platform.
Why?
He did a space a couple of nights ago last night with Elon Musk, Alex Jones, Vivek Ramaswamy, Mario Naufal, and a bunch of others.
Andrew Tate.
That Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, and that Krasenstein twat, all in a space together. And it was, I guess it was one of the biggest things So the biggest piece of news from it was that Vivek Ramaswamy went and took a piss and forgot to turn his mic off. So everybody
Nice.
heard that.
But
But
apparently the whole thing
main-
was terrible. It was just
I
a
imagine it
piece
was.
of woke shit.
I imagine it was. But the main takeaway from this is that the mainstream media can't stand being told no either, because they celebrated the deplatforming of Alex Jones. They have had a collective meltdown over this man's return to the platform. They're saying he shouldn't be allowed a platform. But you know what I say? I say if you don't like him, block him. Just block him.
Well,
and
you don't
move on.
even need to block him. Just don't listen to him. It's not hard. I
Exactly.
mean, I don't block Musk because really I want to mock him most of the time. but yeah, but you know, I don't listen to anything he's got to say because you know what? He's a tool. He really is. I mean, he's banging on about four-wheel steer and his stainless steel saucepan, right? Four-wheel steer's been around since 1938. It's not new.
Called four-wheel drive.
No, it's not for four-wheel steer, right? But four-wheel steer's not new. There's cars today. If it's fuck's sake, the Honda Prelude has four-wheel steer. So, you know, it's not new and it's not big and it's not clever.
And you know, boys and girls, this is why I usually do the interviews on this show. Because Elon, I'll talk to you. I'd talk to him,
but the man's a tit. He really is.
Well, I think, you know, many say that about us, and probably rightfully so. And
fine. That's fine.
Anybody, I think, with the balls. I think anybody with the balls to sit on camera and do this, what we're doing, even, you know, especially to do what Elon's doing and put himself out the way he does. Anybody that's got the balls to do that needs to take criticism.
What do you mean, especially what Elon's doing? What's Elon doing that's any different from what we're doing?
I mean,
in real terms. In real terms,
I'll tell you what. In real terms, because
right? Okay, he's got a bigger audience, but other than that, that's it. That's the difference. He's got a bigger audience, so he gets more shit. Big deal. You know what?
Well,
you know, I mean, it's no different from what we're doing.
No, but I'll talk to anybody. You know me. I'm a whore. I'll talk to anybody.
You are. Right.
You know what? And this is once again my open invitation to Roger Hallam. Still there. God. Come talk to me, babe.
So,
come on, Roger.
Piers Moron was spotted out for a walk today, wasn't he? After he's not been feeling very well. I think there's one or two things. He's either on the company shill, right? Or he is shitting his panties, right? Because he thinks he's actually dying. And he's looking for someone to say to him, "Oh no, you'll feel better in about 9 days or 10 days," because every day he comes on and goes, "It's day 7. Tell me it only lasts for 8. Oh, it's day 8. Tell me it only lasts for 9."
Well, you do have exclusive footage of Piers Moron going for a walk today, don't you?
Yeah, I think he was spotted out for a walk today. I don't know where the hell he's going now.
I don't know. Oh, look, he's made it over the path. He's made it over the path.
Yeah, he made it over the path. He's looking good, though. I think he's lost a little bit of weight.
I think so. Doing well, Piers. Doing well, Piers.
Anyway, going back to the royal family. Well, not really. Well, yeah, the royal family's ex. So, Queen Camilla's ex-husband, Andrew Parker Bowles, is reportedly dating former Weakest Link host Anne Robinson. Now, I know the guys... What?
That poor man.
I know. But the guy's obviously got no taste in women whatsoever.
I was going to say, he certainly has a type, doesn't he? He certainly has a type.
What, the type that need an iron?
Don't be. I would say don't be ageist, but you're a pensioner, so
look at me. I look gorgeous.
Well, to be fair, he was here last April, and I did stick the iron on him myself. Just gave him a little. Said you can't do this anymore, John. Come on.
Just wait until just wait. It's not a joke. No, it's not a joke. Anyway, just wait until he I don't know what I'm saying. I've lost it. Speaking of people that have lost it, Uncle Joe's turned clockwork.
The army guys are...
Right. What's the speed of Uncle Joe here? And then he gets slower and slower as he crosses the lawn. It's like they wound him up, set him on a mission, and now he's running out of pathlet. He's slowing down. Oh, the clock's ticking down. Here we go. Yeah, he's gonna make it. He's got his special shoes on, that's right. Come on, Joe. You can do it. You can do it, Joe. Yes. Yay. That was...
Mr. Biden made it to the chopper. Don't forget to leave a like.
And he didn't bang his head this time.
No, he didn't. He didn't fall over and he didn't wander off.
He didn't
wander
bang
off.
his head.
Maybe they really did like put some frames around his legs so he couldn't turn, wound him up and set him off. You're going to go in a straight line, Joe.
He's clockwork. They've turned him into a clockwork president.
Oh, dearie me. Dearie me.
Okay, right. I've got one thing left on the video and one thing left on the slides.
Well, we haven't made it to the thumbnail yet. The whole purpose of the thumbnail.
That's the last thing.
Oh, right. Well, that's we're saving. We're saving the.
We're saving the nuclear Narnia till the end.
We're just tickling the balls, are we?
Yeah, yeah.
Just teasing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll play the video, the last video I've got that I inadvertently started playing.
The army guys are putting in new parking spaces. Whoever's doing the paint job maybe should have gone to college.
Yeah, reserved for the Amri. I think that's great.
John was in the Amri once.
No, I wasn't. I was never in the Amri.
He says he wasn't. He wasn't.
Oh, right. Oh, bloody hell! It's cold in here.
All right, let's get to it then. Let's get to the nuclear Narnia of the situation.
Okay.
This is very serious. This is very serious, people.
Yes, right. So,
Very serious.
Anti-nuclear protesters have claimed the villagers. Sorry. Anti-nuclear protesters claim villagers in Seascale, near to what we call nuclear Narnia, i.e. Sellafield, have been invaded by swarms of radioactive cats.
Meow.
The Sellafield nuclear site on the coast has been feeding the cats, apparently, and the cats have been cozying up to the cooling water pipes. So the colony of feral cats have grown after they've been fed by the workers, and they're sheltered under the warmth of giant steam pipes for decades. And now apparently they are radioactive and they're invading they're invading the village of Seascale. There you go. You know you shouldn't eat shellfish around that area. You know that?
Yeah. Well, I certainly wouldn't. But I have heard of kittens coming out of the dark and eye lasering people. You know, shooting lasers out their eyes.
Just like the boys.
It is dangerous down there, guys. Really is nuclear Narnia. Like the title suggests. You've got to be so careful in that region, in that area, because it's got to the point now.
Oh, it's Cumbria, isn't it?
Yeah, but did you see? Have you ever played the Fallout games, John?
No, I haven't.
Well, they're making a TV show based upon it right now. I think for Apple. But if you've played the Fallout games, you'll know what the place is going to end up like, with the cats, you know, ruling the situation. The nuclear cats are going to take control.
But they don't have thumbs.
How do you know?
Okay, fair point. I don't know.
They've been mutated by the radiation, John.
Cats with thumbs.
They're ex-cats. They're ex-cats. They're mutants.
So,
Oh, Spencer's actually got a good one in there. Is this
Yeah.
news item what is known as a glowing report?
yeah. So, where was I?
Well, we were talking about nuclear Narnia.
Oh, there'll be a rabbit hole or an extra cabot coming up about the demon core at some point.
There will.
Because
There
I've
will.
done research on that. And
You have?
tomorrow's is coming out tomorrow.
It is.
I think
It
you'll
is,
enjoy
and-
it.
I think they'll enjoy it too. And I've taken my hand. I've tried my hand at a bit of voice acting for your thing tomorrow, haven't I?
Yeah. It's
A
pretty
little bit
poor.
of voice acting. Yeah.
It's pretty poor, but it'll do. He doesn't take direction well, people. I say, is that?
I did.
I said, is that
I
all
did
you're
exactly
giving?
what
No, I said, is that?
I did exactly what you asked me to do,
I said,
word for
is-
word.
I said, is that all you're giving me? Because I gave him another line, and instead of ad-libbing or anything like that, he just went, total silence.
Because that's all that was needed from the character.
Yeah, okay.
The character is stoic, John. Stoic.
Stoic. So have you watched that Monarch Legends or whatever it's called?
I haven't.
It's good. I enjoy
Well,
it.
I've got a free subscription to Apple TV Plus. However, I can't log in.
Why?
It's really weird. I don't know. It just won't log in on my TV, so nothing I can do.
Can you not
So
log in?
until it
You
actually
might
does,
you might have to log in your iPad first or something, no?
an iPad.
You've got an iPad.
I've got half an iPad.
Somebody's got an iPad in that house.
Yeah, I've got half an iPad. Hold on.
What do you mean?
See?
All right, it broke.
Let's see. All fact.
Yeah, who broke it?
Me.
Why?
I dropped it.
One come out with that crackle there. You've read it and you're not impressed. That's what you would term a backhanded compliment.
Is this your revenge? Is this your revenge for the Bulls? Is what's happening here?
What from whom?
And
Me?
I didn't write the messages on the Bulls. It wasn't me. It was them.
I never said anything. It's
It was
Mon that
them.
said it. Oh, good grief. So, I'm quite tired, but it's quite early. We've wrapped.
you're tired.
We'll run through that quite quickly.
You're tired, are you, John? You need,
Well, I'll tell
need
you
a little
what.
siesta.
You
Need a little
want-
siesta, do you, John?
Do you want this little pick me up at the end? Little pick me up.
Tell me what it is first.
It's a little boy, right? And he said to his dad, I want to train the dog. And his dad said, well, there's loads of dog training videos on YouTube. So here he is showing the dog dog training videos.
That's exactly. That kid is taking the initiative right there. Taking the goddamn initiative.
That's it. He's taking that dog by the scruff. You watch these
Do you know what?
videos and do what you're told.
I appreciate and I commend that child. That is exactly. That's the. You know what? It's like my voice acting earlier on. John gave me some direct instructions and some lines, and I did exactly what he told me to do. And now he's sitting there criticizing me for it. Oh no, he did exactly what I told him to do. Just like that boy did exactly what the parent told him to do. I'm with the kid.
No, he didn't do exactly
I am
what
with
the
the
parent.
kid.
He didn't do anything that the parent told him to do.
Okay,
Parent
if
never
you're with
told him
me-
to do anything.
if you're with me, then leave a like. If you're with John, then leave a like.
I like the way you think. Oh, well, yeah. Hey, there's a thing about the snow, right? Because the snow's coming back, people. It's coming back. So they're saying we're getting a dump of snow on the 23rd of December,
I
right?
will be back in the country with boobs already.
23rd of December, there will be a dump of snow, and you know what to do. You know what
I'm
to
doing
do.
it, baby.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. Okay.
Do it. Oh shit.
That's what you need to do. Get your videos done and get them sent in to us. Remember, no nudity.
No nudity.
No nudity. Just the.
Well, we won't play the video.
Just the aftermath.
We just need to see snow. And, you know, this is all John. I criticised him for asking for this for the last few weeks. You know what? He's going to keep doing it regardless, which means if the snow does land here, I'm going to give him his first video. I am. I'm going to stick my boobies in the snow.
I wonder if I could do one on my own.
You would be able to, John. Yes. Your boobies are bigger than mine at this point.
Yeah, probably. No, they probably are. You're right.
Look, at the end of the day, we are both rotund men. I may have lost quite a bit of weight, but I am still rotund. And we can either be upset about that, or we can take the initiative, take the piss out of ourselves, and do something about it.
Yeah, we can.
Entirely up to us.
Embrace it. Embrace it, old boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Tony Garrett says, portly, I say as it's December, ladies
Fat.
and gentlemen, I am festively plump.
I'm just fat, but I'll get rid of it. I'm gonna do January and February will be my months. I shall
you're gonna do it, are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna
do it.
I'm gonna get back down to. I'd like to see 200.
What, 200 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to tell you my current weight because I have put a pound or two back on.
Okay.
But I'm down, I'd say around about 20.5 pound in total. So I
That's
didn't
good.
hit the 30 I wanted to hit, but you know what? I'm happy.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Julie says, my son's girlfriend posted a memory from 7 years ago today when we actually had snow. And Julie, that's 7 years ago today. Did you do the challenge?
Probably not.
No, because she didn't know about the challenge.
No, she didn't. So that was a wasted comment. Did you like my little post today? I thought it wasn't aimed at you. The one about I was going to start a telephone line and call it conversation narcissist, but then realised we had Twitter, so I didn't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to. We've got Twitter. Everybody's a narcissist on Twitter. Let's face
Aren't
it.
they? Yeah.
And that absolutely extends to us. Okay? It absolutely extends to us.
Yeah.
If you go on these platforms, it's not just Twitter, it's TikTok. It's
Oh, I know.
Does anybody use Threads? I mean, we have an account for Threads. Yeah, remember they fucking Instagram released their own version of Twitter, didn't they? About 7 months ago, called Threads.
That doesn't still exist, does it?
Yeah, it does. And there's another one as well, owned by Jack Dorsey, called Blue Sky.
That's it. I remember Adam. Adam jumps on all these new things, doesn't he?
He gave me a code. He gave me a code for Blue Sky. And then that got me on a waiting list for Blue Sky. And then I was on that waiting list for about 6 months until I got an email from one of Jack Dorsey's lackeys going, "Congratulations and welcome to Blue Sky." And I'm like, well, why the fuck did I sit on a waiting list for 6 months? Why? Adam was on it the entire time.
And it's like,
who's following him?
It's like that other
Love
thing.
you, Adam. Love you dearly.
It's like that other thing that Trump did and Telegram and what's the other things called? I can't even remember what they're called.
Truth Social.
Social, yeah.
Truth. And you got Getter, which we are properly verified on over on Getter.
I've got a Getter account, but I don't think I've ever been on it.
Oh no, I
Although
put in for
the account.
I put in for the verification on Getter. You don't pay for it over there to get the tip. I put in for it, and it took them over 7 months to get back to me. And when they did get back to me, they were like, "Here you go. Here's your red tick." And now we can do live streaming on Getter and all of that, but we don't.
Yeah, okay.
But we could. But there's so many platforms.
Not TikTok, Twitch. It's a completely arsehole platform.
I mean, we're on it right now. And
I know,
yet,
but it's like it's Twitch like got the keys to Area 51 or something, because they seem to want you to have like a 21 key encrypted password.
They do, and it's not only that. They're in a bit of hot water at the moment, aren't they?
Oh, are they? What have they done?
Well, a lot of their biggest streamers, right? And remember, this is something we're going to talk about actually. Twitch is a website predominantly for people aged 13 and up to watch their favorite streamers play games. That's what it was designed for. That's what it is for. So the entire alleged audience on Twitch are going to be aged 13 and up. Now, a lot of their top female streamers, and I say that with the inverted commas because I don't really know what they're actually doing because they're not playing games, but
Are they licking eels?
well, no, that fad has passed, right? That fad has passed, but now it's just essentially softcore porn. And one of them, and I'm going to describe. Yeah, I'm going to describe to you what one does, right? Because I'm sort of sitting at the right height for this. So she sits on stream completely topless the whole time, but you can only see from here up. And when someone sends her a donation, she bounces her boobs up and down. And that's basically all she does. And the thing is, I haven't got a problem. First of all, I haven't got a problem with women doing that. They can do that all they like. But why are they doing it on a platform for 13-year-olds?
But all the platforms are for like 13-year-olds. There isn't an adult platform, is there?
Well, go to OnlyFans because do you know what they do?
Oh, okay.
They use their Twitch stream. They use their Twitch stream to promote their OnlyFans. So they put links to their OnlyFans, and their OnlyFans are 18+. And then there's obviously full-blown pornography usually on their OnlyFans. So what they're doing is they're pulling in these kids, and they are kids, 13 and up, and saying, here's me this far. If you want to see more, go to this link. And I really don't think that should be on a platform like Twitch. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't. Now, someone in the chat said, have you tried Kick? We do have a Kick account, but we can't use it.
I've never tried Kick.
It just doesn't work. We got one. We can log in. It just doesn't work very well. And I'm a little bit umming and ahhing about Kick anyway, because I think the ethics of it are quite wrong, because the only reason it exists is because Twitch banned streaming on crypto casinos over on Twitch.
Oh,
so
right. I remember that.
So what one of the crypto casinos did was they started their own streaming service called Kick. And so Kick is owned by a crypto casino. It's not, it's a little bit shady in my estimation.
What was that other thing? Oh, Mastodon. That worked well, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, Mastodon, baby.
Bloody hell.
Anytime someone says Mastodon, I just want to go, Pterodactyl, Tyrannosaurus, saber-toothed tiger, Power Rangers, go!
Mastodon's just a joke. And the thing is, it excluded Adam Curry's Mastodon server from its pool because I've no idea why, actually. I mean, Adam Curry's like the godfather of podcasting, and it excluded his Mastodon server.
Remember, these companies, especially the smaller ones, are super woke. And I know people go, ooh, disrespecting woke. You don't know what woke means. Yes, I do know what woke means. I can describe it. Woke is a bunch of people who are extremely stupid and have opinions that borderline racist, sexist, misogynist, all of that, and think they're the good guys. That's what woke people are.
That is.
Homophobic, the lot. They're not the good guys. And I'm not saying that conservatives are the good guys, because they're probably not the good guys either.
There are no good guys.
No, well, there are no heroes, that's for sure. Oh, that's what we were going to talk about. Get the photo. Before we go, get the photo of Bo and Bridgen and all of them sitting there. John Bo.
Where was that photo?
Adam sent it to us in the group chat, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, earlier on.
Right.
So Andrew Bridgen has been using parliamentary money to host a bunch of scientists over the course of the last few days. People like Robert Malone. Was Peter McCullough there? I'm not sure if he was physically there, but a bunch of scientists who were, I don't know, quote unquote anti-establishment during the last few years. And they came to talk about the efficacy and safety of certain medications. But he seems to have wined and dined them all, and he seems to have used public money to put up John Bo, of all people. And I keep wondering why the hell, all right? Because we're not doctors, we're not scientists, and we're not here to give you medical advice. We can't do that. And I know it's kind of a plea to authority even to say, oh, because these people are, they know, but they may know, they may not know. But what the hell is John Bow doing, presenting himself as some kind of, I don't know what he sort of toes the line, doesn't he? Because he gives out medical advice quite often, or what could be perceived as medical advice. But he seems to be a washed up actor who doesn't have any medical training whatsoever. I'm sorry. There they are. There they are. This was all paid for with your money, people. All of this was paid for with your money.
Was this in Copenhagen?
No, this is in London.
All right, this is in London.
This is in London. This weekend just passed.
Yes, you've got Malone, you've got Bo, you've got Bridgen.
Yeah.
You've got quite a lot of people there.
There are quite a lot of people there. I apologise for putting you on the spot there, John, but it just popped into my head, and it's just something I think we need to talk about.
I think
because
I coped.
I think you coped. I think you coped very well. I do. But I know that I've criticised John Bow heavily over the last year and a half, 2 years. I know that I have, because I think he needs to be criticised. Because remember, John Bow started a charity. Well, he said it was a charity.
It wasn't a charity.
He took donations for it as a charity.
Mm-hmm.
And it was never a charity. And he took 12 grand for that. And he never actually stated, he made vague assertions as to where the money went. Oh, it went on a phone line. It went on this, that, when never provided any receipts of where this.
The thing is, it's illegal to raise money to start a charity.
Yeah, claiming charitable status as well, or claiming to be a charity.
When you're not.
Now, we tried to make that point last year. We tried to make that point, and that point only. And people like Right Said Fred had a go at us and called us stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we were trying. All we were trying to tell them was he's not a charity.
No, he's not. And he'll get you selling bother. And
I'm surprised he hasn't.
I'm surprised he didn't get you selling bother, because 12k. It doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it's money that people gave you that you didn't spend the way you said you were going to spend it, because you never gave it to a charity, because there was never a charity there. So who actually spent the money?
Well, exactly. And, yes, we take donations on this show, but we will be always upfront and honest with you about where that money goes. It goes on us.
Yeah, absolutely. And
it goes on us.
That's perfectly legitimate and allowed.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not a lot of money. We don't get a lot of money, not at all. But we'll be upfront and honest with you. It goes towards bills. It goes towards food. It goes towards helping out, keeping the lights on in doing these shows. And we really, really appreciate anybody who does support us in any way, shape, or form. We do. We really appreciate it, because upgrades, things like new cameras and stuff like that. I'm hopefully going to upgrade the camera in the next few months. That is because of support that we receive, and we really do appreciate it. We really do. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you know what that means. It is time for me to bid you adieu. John.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Ben, and welcome everyone to the end. As I slide into terminal dementia. And I don't get enough ice cream. People just take me places in a big plane and make me sign documents all the time. Apparently that's what Joe Biden said. Anyway, thanks for attending this episode 275 of Chasing Dissent. It's been great. For you.
My stocking's filled with acid. Am I dreaming? happen. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. My neighbors compete to see who can put up more blinding lights. The kids all wish away the month 'cause they want presents in sight. This year had me so mad, I've been bad, got coal that is sitting under my tree. I think that my Christmas has died. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. When I was just a boy, Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am. But right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song.
Which one of you